on our ministries, and we want to make sure that our ministries are the best, not that God's ministry is the best, not that the community is being reached. It's we've made it more into a competition so that we can say my church is better than your church, so that we can be happy and that we have it all going on. And that's a hard thing to grasp and to try to wrestle with. And how do you change the mentality of people in the church who are solely inward focused and say, you know what, we don't want anything to infiltrate this, because the second we do, then we're becoming corrupt. Then we're becoming not what we're supposed to be about.
It's a good thing you're already ordained, because they might have to tell you no if you have that mindset. I had a great thing that happened yesterday. Myself personally, trying to do my work and walk with Christ at the same time, I found to be a challenge in this world. I've told you all about it before, but sometimes I've been wondering, what's God going to do with that? And just like Dustin said earlier, somebody here was talking about the trash, how God can build on trash. You said that you can build on trash. Anyway, I got a phone call from a guy yesterday, but he lost his job at the end of April, and I haven't heard from him since. Several years ago, I've just always been kind of working on him about coming to Christ, and he never really made a commitment. But he called me up yesterday and said that I'm having a lot of trouble. I've been out of work since April, and if you have any jobs or anything that you can come across, let me know. And as the conversation went on, he said, I've been back in church now for 6 months. And he said, it seems like since then, just all these horrible things keep happening to me. And I don't understand, I've been coming back to church, and now why does the bad stuff happen? And I was able to share with him my experience about how many blessings I've got out of the trash. And I was able to share with him that there's a likely chance that God's getting ready to do something with you, and that's not God letting that stuff happening to you. It's not God punishing you, but perhaps that's Satan trying to keep you from living with God and being blessed by God and being able to walk with God the way God wants you to walk with Him. And whatever you do, stay strong and kick the devil's butt, because that's not God doing that to you. That's Satan. And I was just so blessed by the opportunity, that the aggravation and stuff that I went through, that there was maybe that's why God let me have that one, so I could just share my experience.
Oftentimes we think in the midst of that stuff, we're the only one going through that, we're the only one that has ever gone through that. And then to be able to share our experience with other people, and then realize that other people are going through it, I think is a huge encouragement to them, and a huge testimony of who Christ is, and about His grace and about His love, and how many times we're unwilling to share that. How many times we shy away from sharing that?
Every day.
That's right. Anybody have anything that they want to add before we close out? JP, you want to add a word of wisdom? He said no.
You want his wisdom anyway.
He said we dissected it too well.
His analytical mind was okay with how we analyzed it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm gonna close this out real quick. Hold on just a second. All right, for all of our listeners out there, we appreciate you and what you've done, and we hope that this morning has been a challenge and an encouragement to you. And I think the challenge coming away from this morning is this week as you interact, even today, as you interact with people, is you have a story to tell. And don't be afraid to tell that story, because you don't know what it might mean to that person who could be going through something difficult, could be going through something that is challenging in their life, a trial, a struggle, and that could be the tipping point for them of coming to Christ or rededicating their life to Christ, or just a time of encouragement to push them forward. So we appreciate you this morning listening to OB Coffee Talk, and check us out at www.obcoffeetalk.com. Check us out on Twitter, iTunes, Facebook. We're all over the web, and we appreciate you and what you're doing. And we're about to push 2,000 listeners, and we definitely couldn't do it without each and every person that's out there making this a success. So thanks for everything, and we look forward to talking again in a couple of weeks. Peace out, brothers.